Good evening and welcome to 5 A Day with Jay. I'm your host, J.R. Murdock. How are you this evening? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. One of the things I got thinking about this evening was, is it worth it? Is everything and all the effort I'm putting into what I'm currently doing worth it? Because we're now over 130 episodes of 5 A Day with Jay. We began this back in October. I've blogged over 100 plus days in a row on the blog. I put out a book. A lot is going on. Is all of this worth it? Is everything I'm doing worth the effort? The simple answer is all. The long answer is it's going to take time for the payout. As I said before, I've read a lot of autobiographies lately by a lot of famous musicians, which were rather surprising. Most of them, for a majority of their career, were dead broke. Like, literally one step away from eviction. Scott Ian's book was a real eye-opener. He needed to go on tour because he didn't have any money to pay his rent. This is astonishing when you think about this. There's so many famous people. They might be famous, you might know who they are, but they're not making money yet. They're paying their rent. Some bands that you see, most bands that you see, are not making it just by being in a band. A lot of bands still have day jobs. A lot of authors still have day jobs. I have a day job. That's what the computer over there is doing. I have a day job doing cybersecurity for a very large company. I enjoy my job. I do well at my job. This is a spare time thing. This is something I do in my spare time that I have wanted to do for a very long time. I've always enjoyed writing. I enjoy writing. If you go back through some of the episodes, I've been writing since high school. I've been writing for almost 30 some odd years, 35, 37 years. You know, it's, wow, have I been in high school that long? Oh, at any rate, I've been writing for a very long time, and I enjoy writing. I enjoy the act of creation. I enjoy taking a blank page and filling it with words. When I'm on TikTok, which is one of the social medias, I'll be on there for half an hour a day, if that. But I'll start scrolling through and I'll be looking at artists. I'll be looking at painters. I'll be looking at digital artists, graphic artists, woodworking, wood burning, leatherworking, all kinds of different artists that are on TikTok doing fabulous things. I don't know what is different from one person doing an acrylic pour and doing their thing, creating a beautiful painting when they're done, who has 10 followers, and another person doing acrylic pours, and it looks like the exact same, different colors, different flow patterns, yet they've got 500,000 followers. How did one get to the other? This is the magic potion that I'm looking for. I know there's no magic bullet. Go back and read the quote at the beginning of the video. Kristen Catherine Rush. How do you build an audience? You put a book out. How do you grow your audience? You put another book out. How do you keep growing your audience? You keep putting more books out. I was almost going to use wash, rinse, repeat, which is something that I've heard from multiple authors. The best way to keep growing an audience is just keep doing what you're doing. People will find you. Keep content. The more content you have out there, the more opportunity you have people to find you. That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep the content flowing. We're going to keep it out there. We're going to keep creating content more and more and more. Hopefully we attract some attention. That's the goal. As I've said many times, I'm a very small fish in a very large pond, very large lake. There are so many writers out there right now. It is so easy to get overwhelmed by the number of people out there publishing their work. Tenacity, that's what's going to get me there. Persistence, that's what's going to get me there. Consistency, that's what will get me there. That is why I'm fighting so hard to make sure that every other month I'm putting out a new work, a new novel. Every other week, a short story. First month ebook, second month print book. That way there's something dropping regularly. That is my goal. That is what I'm pushing for. That's what I want to make happen. If I can keep that flowing long enough, my hope is enough people will come and find me. My plan right now is I'm going to be releasing short stories on Amazon for 99 cents. The first one drops next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. I know what day it is. That weekend, I will probably publish that short story on the blog for free. Give it away. And I'll link to the story. If you want to support me, you can go pick up the short story. If you want to wait until I have a collection of short stories, I'll gather up 9 short stories at a time, put it in a collection. You can buy the collection for less than you can buy all the individual short stories. It's up to you on how you want to purchase them. Read them on the blog for free if you don't have any money. You want to support me? You want a print version? I'll have a print version of the book available. So there's a lot of options and opportunity that I'm looking for with publishing my work. Again, is it worth it? Is it worth all the effort I'm currently putting in? And this is a dilemma I've had many times throughout my career. I felt I was putting in so much effort to getting things done and not seeing any return. I wasn't putting out what I would consider the best quality product I could have put out. I was half-assing it. Yes, the story was good, but it wasn't as clean as it could have been. I've rectified that. I've gone through and cleaned all of my works up. So anybody that wants to come and find it, it's cleaned, it's polished, it's ready to go. I'm hoping people come and find it. I'm working on cleaning up my website to make it a little better so you can understand what groups together, what stories go together. Worked a long time on the covers. So the covers, you can see, this is V&A Shipping, this is Giant Robot Planetary Competition, Almost Superheroes, etc. So I'm putting in the work to make sure that I have a quality product, a quality story, at a reasonable price. That's all I can do. I will advertise to people that follow me on social media. I know a majority of the people that I follow and that I'm friends with on social media are writers. They're other writers. Writers are not my audience. I've known this for a very long time. This is why when I see writer after writer after writer on Twitter following me, I appreciate you following me. If you're a writer and following me on Twitter, you're not my audience. More than likely, you're not going to buy my book. I'm trying to build a platform where readers come and find me, not where writers come and find me. I'm absolutely happy. If you're a writer and you want to friend me, come on and friend me. Come chit-chat with me. Come say hi. I would love that. I would love writers to come say hi and join the conversation. I think that's an outstanding thing to do. But you're not my fan base. Very simply. As hard as it is to say, most of my family and friends are not my fan base. I say majority because there are a few that are very much love the work that I write, enjoy the work that I write. A majority of friends and family will never purchase anything I write or read anything I write, which is perfectly fine. I'm not trying to guilt anybody into purchasing anything that I work on. I'm dead serious. If you're not interested, you're not interested. Please don't go purchase something just because, oh, I feel bad I didn't buy his book. Please don't. Please don't feel bad. I fully understand. Also understand that I don't have the financial means to send a book to everyone in my family that I would love to send a book to. I just don't. I've got way too many books out there to try and do that effectively. Yes, I would love to purchase, copies of all of my books and send it to friends and family across the country. Maybe someday when I start actually making money at doing this, I'll get that underway. We'll see. I'm just going to take some time to get the ball rolling. Again, I've set my goals at a very reasonable level. My first goal is within the next 6 months to make $100 with my fiction. Very simple, achievable goal. How achievable is that? I've never made $600. I've never made $100 in 6 months with my fiction. even when I first started out. I went and tracked it on Amazon the other day just to see, okay, how much have I made since I first published the first book? The first book I published was in 2011, was Estelle, which is now Chosen, the Estelle Princess Trilogy, which I only published one book. I should probably publish the other two. Probably should write them. At any rate, put out the first book in 2011. I gave away probably 100 copies of that book. And then I wrote something else and published something else. Again, I was publishing number ones to see how many number ones would sell and how I would do. At any rate, over the course of 10 years of publishing now, I have made less than $500 total. That's $50 a year. That's not a lot. Again, I was doing a shotgun effect, and then I would disappear. Shotgun, disappear. It's all on me for those failures. I get that. Putting it behind me, I'm now more focused. I'm more mature, and I'm more understanding of the challenges that are ahead of me. And I already know what frustrations I will hit, what plateaus I will hit, what blocks I will hit. When it comes to publishing, when it comes to writing, when it comes to any of it, I understand far better now what's ahead of me. I've seen a lot of my friends become very successful at what they're doing. I couldn't be happier for them. They wrote quality work, they continued to put out quality work, and they built themselves a career. That's incredible. I appreciate what they did, and I respect what they did. I am not saying, hey, it's my turn to be successful. No one's just going to throw me a bone. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to get a life preserver. It's just not going to happen. No one's going to reach down, grab my hand, and pull me up to be successful. It's not going to happen. How's it going to happen? Slow, consistent growth. That's all I can do is write the next book. Wash, rinse, repeat. Write a book, publish a book. And continue doing that for as long as I can to attempt to build an audience. And that's what I'm going for. 2 short stories a month. New book every other month. Sounds so easy, doesn't it? Sounds real easy. The question is the sacrifice worth it? We will find out, won't we? We're to find out together. I keep saying every time I do one of these videos, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I'm going to be as open and as crystal clear of everything I'm doing as I can. At this point, right now, yes, Giant Robot Planetary Competition Book 2 came out. How many copies have we sold so far? 0. This is not a guilt trip. I promise you this is not a guilt trip. I expected to sell 0 copies on the first day. I really did. I expect to sell 0 copies this entire month, to be perfectly honest. Because I have fallen off the map so far, I need to claw my way back up. It's going to take a long time for me to get people's attention again. I understand that, and I know the work I need to put in. I'm doing the work. I'm building this backlog to show people, hey, I'm not stopping this time. I'm not stopping. I'm not. I wanted to be a successful author. It's now time to put my nose to the grindstone and make that happen. It's all in my hands now. This has been 5 a Day with Jay. I have been Jay. You have been awesome. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Until next time.